Hello. So we spent one more week in Orlando after visiting the Keys and before we headed back west. We obviously went back to the parks for some fun, and we even scored a reservation at Space 220 in Epcot. This is one of the more difficult reservations to get, so we were very lucky. We used Mouse Seats. It's a website that helps find reservations for places in Disney parks, and I'll leave a link for them in the description below. While they are free to use, they do ask for donations, and of course we did donate ourselves because they were so helpful in getting some of the harder to get reservations at some of these restaurants we wanted to try. Anyway, here's all the things.
Remain calm, citizen.
I love Galaxy's Edge, and one of my top 5 Disney rides is the Rise of the Resistance ride. Everyone should ride it at least once if you go to Walt Disney World. And continuing with the Star Wars theme for the start of our day, we went on Star Tours. This is a much tamer ride than Rise of the Resistance, and yet it's still fun, cute, and maybe even a bit nostalgic for Star Wars fans. So after all of that, it was time for a treat. So we stopped at the Main Street Bakery and we got the Oh My Gourd cupcake. This is available during Halloween time. I don't think they have it anymore. Yes, I'm aware this video is late and I'm sorry. I'm really just slow at editing. Anyways, this was a pumpkin spice cupcake topped with more cupcake and shaped to look like a Mickey pumpkin with cinnamon cream cheese icing. This was a really good cupcake. It was moist and flavorful and I really loved it, and I hope they bring it back next year. So we wandered around the park for a while, just taking in the sights, and we got to see the Dapper Dans. Then we decided we were hungry again and stopped at Columbia Harbour House. We got the Happy Haunts milkshake, which is a blackberry shake topped with a purple chocolate glazed donut. This was delicious and so cute. We also got their lobster roll, which was also very good. We got green beans, hush puppies, and the Sea Captain's Catch, which is a fried fish with cabbage slaw and tartar sauce on a black bun, and their clam chowder, which also came in a black bread bowl for Halloween. The Sea Captain's Catch was okay. It's typical fried fish. The clam chowder was good, not too fishy. The black buns and bowl tasted like regular bread, so no worries about off-putting flavors from that. It was overall a decent meal, and I'd get it again. So that was the end of our day for that day, and then a few days later we got to go to Chef Art Smith's Homecoming and sample their fare. This restaurant's filled with what I would consider comfort foods like fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and things of that nature. We weren't sure if we'd be impressed because we tend to be a little more adventurous with the foods that we get. But this was a really solid dining option and great if you or a family needs some familiar foods that are better than what you might find in the park. This one is in Disney Springs, by the way. So with that, we started our meal with hush puppies, fried green tomatoes, and some deviled eggs. The hush puppies were great, and I love the pimento cheese and red jalapeno jelly. It's hard to go wrong with fried bread, but the cheese and jelly was a great addition. The deviled eggs were okay, but the fried green tomatoes were the star of the appetizers. They were amazing. The bread was crisp and the tomatoes were still firm and not slimy after being fried. I really loved these. For our main dishes, we ordered the chicken and donuts, served with house-made sugar donuts and your choice of side. I chose cheddar biscuits. Romar ordered the country fried steak, served with gravy. For the sides, he ordered the braised kale and collards and succotash. The fried chicken was pretty good. It was fried with just the right crispness. If I'm honest though, I prefer the seasonings used on Popeye's fried chicken over this, but it was worth a try. The biscuits were flaky and just a tad moist, but the cheddar added a great flavor. Romar loved the steak, and the gravy was nice and thick and added a great touch to the meal. The collards and succotash were okay, not bad, but not our favorite veggies we've ever had, so do with that what you want. For dessert, we tried their hummingbird cake, which we had heard great things about. This is a pineapple banana cake with cream cheese frosting and vanilla ice cream. This was so good. I'd never had hummingbird cake before, and I'm so glad that this is the time that I decided to try it. 10 out of 10. That was a really good meal and filled us up a lot. But then for our last dining experience before we left Disney World in Orlando behind, we got to dine at Space 220 in Epcot. This was a really hard reservation to get, but we got one and we are so glad we did. This experience is unlike any other that you're going to find in Disney, and I definitely recommend going if you can get a reservation. You start by getting an elevator boarding pass after you check in. It looks really cool and allows you to travel up in the quote elevator unquote to get to the restaurant that looks like it's in space. After placing our orders, we got to enjoy the ambience of the restaurant that included screens showing different things you might see in space. For our space-themed drinks, I ordered the Planetary Punch, which has Bacardi Silver Malibu, Blue Curacao, Guava, and Coconut, and comes out fizzy. Romar ordered the Zero Proof Moon Rock, which has coconut, blue cotton candy syrup, lemonade, Moon Dust, which is the Pop Rocks, and it includes a pack of collectible trading cards. The views, for lack of a better term, were really cool. I enjoyed seeing the different things that one might find floating by in space. For our starters, we ordered the Bang Bang Burrata, which has burrata mozzarella, grilled artichoke hearts, arugula, and sunflower seed romesco. We also ordered the Starry Calamari, which is fried calamari, Italian cherry peppers, spicy marinara, and a roasted citrus aioli. These were both really good. I loved burrata already, and the calamari was cooked perfectly. The breading was light and crisp, and the flavors of the sauces were delicious. For our main dishes, I ordered the Space Glazed Duck, which comes with fried jasmine rice, asparagus, pineapple, and an orange hoisin sauce. Romar ordered the 1.5-pound baked whole lobster stuffed with jumbo crab with roasted corn, broccolini, and Mornay sauce. The lobster is a supplemental to the prefix menu that's served at Space 220. Lastly, our desserts, and I'm sorry for the blurriness on this, but I ordered the carrot cake, which comes with cream cheese frosting, candied walnuts, and toasted pepitas. Romar ordered the coconut panna cotta, which it looks like the panna cotta is no longer listed on the menu, but both desserts were pretty good. Not the star of the show, but they weren't bad. These are more views while we dined. This was an amazing experience and my video doesn't do it justice. I went in thinking it was going to be like the Star Wars themed things in Galaxy's Edge, but it's a totally different spacey experience. I loved everything, the food, the ambiance, the views on the screens, and the staff was really great too. I'd give this a 9.5 out of 10, and I definitely recommend going here if you can. So that's everything from our last week in Orlando. It's always such a fun time there, and I always find different ways to enjoy myself every time we go. And then with that, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.